Geez, the deer absolutely murdered our garden last night. Mom is gonna have a rough morning. Jeez Louise.
We went from owning our own urban fashion line in downtown Seattle to leaving it all and buying 10 acres of land and a barn in northern Idaho with our parents, who sold their home of 40 years. All with a vision of refashioning our lives, centered around simplifying and slowing down, reconnecting to source. This is our journey. This is Homestead Fashioned.
Summers around here are full of trying to get as much done as possible. I mean, people like to say around here, winter is coming, which is a time of not getting a lot done, at least not outside. So this time of year, it's a lot of jumping from one project to the next. You know, they say we all have 24 hours in a day, and if someone else seems to be accomplishing more, it's probably because they're working harder.
Yeah. Man, they're getting so pretty. He's getting so pretty, isn't he? What color is he, River?
Green and black.
Blue and green and black. And what about his eyes?
Black.
What about his face?
Red and black. Red and black.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right?
And their face looks like that.
Oh man, this is a good day. We are out of the storage unit.
We are out of the storage unit. It's empty. No more things in storage. 2 years. It's been 2 years, babe.
Ah,
High five.
kink. So glad.
Me too. That's a good feeling.
Yep.
The fresh air. One thing off of our shoulders. Getting rid of the things we don't need. Keeping the things we use. Keeping it simple.
Getting rid of a storage unit payment.
Exactly. Getting rid of another bill.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thankful that we've had this though, right? This has been awesome.
Yes.
It's crazy how we've been here for 2 years and we're still in many ways still moving in. I mean, moving 2 whole households and lives and houses and a whole business and trying to figure out where to put all that stuff was a lot. And that time was a lot of getting rid of a lot of stuff and downsizing a lot of things. And we're still doing that in many ways, still going through things, realizing things that we don't need to hold on to, simplifying our lives. So it was certainly a blessing at the time, but we are glad that it's gone.
It's a storage lock.
Yeah. Time to put it on something new, like our bikes or something.
So with the storage unit gone and the side of the house going from that to this, that's a come up for sure. With our first 2 walls up, it's time to build, sheet, and stand up our second 2 walls.
Stay back over here behind us until the wall's completely stiff. Then you can jump in and help out. You see where the wall is now? It can only fall to here, so stay back here. Which one go? What's going to get sketchy is he's going to try to hold up all these walls. When that happens, go ahead and walk it in, Oscar.
Got stuck right there.
Pushing. It's all right. Keep going. That brace out there will hold it from going off. It won't roll. All right. Yeah, hold it right there for a minute. I'm going to drive that nail back.
The deer absolutely murdered our garden last night. Jeez Louise. Every tomato plant have just been ravaged. Oh man, Mom is gonna have a rough morning. Jeez, they just mowed it down.
Well, they've completely eaten all the beans. Completely. All the beans. All the beans. They didn't eat the pumpkins, but and the zucchini.
Was this all pretty much in one night here?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they had gotten a couple things before, but they ate all. It's funny, they ate all the leaves off of this eggplant, but not that one. The cucumbers, they didn't do. They ate some of it, but the cabbage completely down to the nubbins. The whole head gone. 3 of them gone. Same with the purple cabbage. And the peppers, they ate a lot of the leaves on the peppers. But again, they didn't disturb the cucumbers too much.
They don't like cucumbers.
I guess.
The tomatoes have been sort of unscathed up until now.
They had been, but they came through and ate all the leaves off. And my one tomato that was starting to ripen, they took a big bite out of that. It's funny that it's been pretty much untouched this whole season till just the past couple nights.
They found it.
They found it. They were hungry. But they didn't eat the onions. The white onions, they kind of trampled the red onions, which is weird. Oh, and but they did, my one black cherry tomato, I had some beautiful vines coming off of that, and they ate all of them. Here's my one tomato that was starting to ripen. So what do you do?
Okay, so before it gets cold, we're putting a window right here so that we can brighten up this corner of the house, have a little more light from the porch, and also see out the front. We'll sheetrock, get some shelving and stuff in here, but adding a window before it's too cold to have a big hole in the wall. Cut this off, that's how low the window will be. So cut the part of this board, then I've got to figure out how far it goes up, and this way it's got to come.
Glove.
Alright, exactly what we wanted.
Yeah. Looks cool. Okay.
So that window's done, other than painting. It looks good. And then the next project will be our entryway.
Goes to the left-hand side.
Okay.
I think yours was longer than mine, right? My dad watched Bob Bueller.
Bob Bueller was a proper carpenter, man. He's one of the best.
And I watched this video a while back on Facebook.
Did you hook up that orange hose to that compressor? Did you oil this gun, bud?
Yeah.
You got me a few racks. Oh, never mind. Here they are.
I'm gonna go down and get that cider
Okay.
and some cups.
Okay.
We'll build up a thirst while we're waiting.
What do we got?
Cripples,
Cripples.
sill plate,
Yep.
trimmer, king stud, because it goes all the way through top to bottom.
Yep.
You got your header.
Yep. And that's how you build a house.
That's it.
Pretty simple.
Straight from Bob.
That's it.
Straight from Bob.
Okay. So the sequence of events that I'll nail a wall together. First thing is nail the bottom plate off. Cut all your studs, your headers, your trimmers. And then I'll nail the header in the wall first, together on the ground. Then I'll nail my trimmer to my king stud. And then I'll nail my header to the stud and then drop everything down in place so that I don't have other boards blocking what I need to nail together. So I try to think of like in sequence of what needs nailed together first so that I can nail other things together and it won't be in the way of what I'm trying to do later. It's best to be able to move stuff around so that you can get nails straight in, straight through the board, straight into the header, you know, straight through the trimmer into the king stud. If you have to toenail stuff like this, you know, and you're working at angles, you don't get as good of a connection. And then you could get a little more flex in your openings. Another key thing is to get all your materials as flush as you can, because when it's time to set the window, time to set the door, time for the drywallers to wrap the wood, everyone down the road is going to thank you for taking the time to make sure everything's flush and you don't end up with gaps. Even an untrained eye can look up at a structural bearing point and see a gap and say, something don't look right there. So, do it right, it's all real tight and no gaps.
Shoes and boots, what'd you say?
Shoes and boots.
Shoes and boots.
So if it goes below your header, then it's a shoe. If it goes above the header, then it's a boot. One of the things when you're doing this, you never would want to, like, see this wane here, the live edge. You don't want to leave that facing down into the opening because that's going to be difficult to get a good seal around your window. So you can roll that away into the opening so you have a nice, clean, square edge all the way around your window opening. That's it.
Boom shakalaka.
Man, I
So-
think he's using more energy explaining stuff. You're sweating now.
Not going well when I work.
Push the top down to me.
I'm gonna get some nails.
So, go ahead.
Dad, I'm getting my nails, okay?
Hold there. All right. This one. As you go up, it's going to want to try to catch on these door and window openings. So push on the wall. Ready? It's going to want to buckle in the middle because it's a hinge point. So we got to try to go up as even as possible. So we're going to go all the way up to here. When we're here, we're going to try to shift, get underneath it, start walking it up. If it gets like here and you're in trouble, shoulder it. Okay, you guys stay on the outer edge. I'll get in the middle. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Chin up, back straight. Step out a little bit, guys. There you go. Step out to your right, bud. You're gonna run out of stuff to push on. Push on that wall. Hey, push on it. There you go. Walk it up nice and easy. Get into it.
So we have 4 stations here for processing chickens. We're not super fancy. We don't have a chicken plucker, but you know, we're also not processing 50 birds. We're processing 15 birds. So all the family pitches in and we'll have it all done in an afternoon. But this is the first station. This is where we bring the bird. So the birds are just down here hanging out in grass and doing chicken stuff. They'll come up here. This is where we'll dispatch them quickly and humanely. They'll go in the chicken cone. What do you call this thing?
The chicken cone of death.
Then from here, they will go over to the next station, which is the hot plunge. So over here by the woodshed, we've got set up our hot. So this will be at about 150 degrees, which is what you want your birds at. We'll dip them in that for 15 seconds, 20 seconds to loosen the feathers. So they'll go in there, then they'll come up here. And this will be the plucking station. So this is where the birds will be plucked. And then they'll come over here to our cleaning station. So this is where, once they're all defeathered, we'll gut them, save, of course, the gizzard, the liver, and the heart. So we'll set those aside, and then they'll go and do a cold bath here and get ready to brine. And we'll put a salt brine in there and have them brining for a few days. That's how we process our chickens, but we got 4 little stations, and it should go nice and seamless. There we go, we're ready to go. You ready, River?
Yes.
What are we doing?
We're killing the chickens
Why?
because we want to eat them.
That's right. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go do this.
Okay.
Here we go, guys. Thank you for your lives. You're good chickens. Because they calm down when you hang them upside down like that. And in they go. Use your muscles. And 1 chicken to go. Hey, buddy. Last one. We got chicken. So what we did is we added to our cold bath, we added salt and garlic and onion and some lemons and some thyme from the garden, and we let that brine for 2 days out here in the cooler in the cold. And now they will dry in the fridge. It's really cold at night, but it's getting up still in the 70s during the day. So we are going to put them in the fridge for 2 days before we freeze them, and we'll be ready to have chicken. What are you making here?
Well, I am making fire cider.
Fire cider.
Yes.
Okay, so a couple questions then.
Yes.
One, what is fire cider and why are we making it?
Well, it's a good home preventative and
Preventative of what?
of colds
Okay.
and flu. And so at the first sign of feeling a cold coming on, fire cider can really help knock it before it gets full blown.
Okay, so that...
And I was just going to say, you know, when we lived in the city, I used to buy fire cider and it was quite expensive, and I always loved it because it really worked. And now I'm realizing it's very easy to make your own.
And what ingredients go into a fire cider?
Well, I am throwing the kitchen sink into this fire cider.
Okay.
We're going to do horseradish, of course, peppers, hot peppers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing, not a lot of recipes call for it, but I'm adding turmeric,
Okay.
fresh turmeric, ginger, lots of garlic. This garlic that we grew in our garden. I'm going to put purple onion. We like the color in the purple onion because the more color, the more antioxidants in it. So I'm going to use purple onion. And I'm going to add some citrus. Crystal said she tried some last year that it was made with pineapple. So I thought, why not? We'll throw some pineapple in there.
And luckily we can grow pineapple here.
Well, no.
Oh, we can't. Oh, that's true. Okay.
So yeah, a lot of this. I mean, a few of these peppers we did grow in our garden, but we didn't get a huge pepper harvest this year.
But we have ginger, we have jalapenos, we're growing onions, so garlic, so a lot of the ingredients we can grow here. So
Yeah.
and we make our own vinegar. So in a pinch, we certainly could make our own fire cider.
Yes. It doesn't have to have all of these things. I think the main ingredients.
And Dad clearly didn't notice that we were shooting a video when he walked by twice.
Clearly. But the main things for fire cider. Main ingredients for fire cider, though, that you want to make sure you have are your horseradish root, ginger, garlic, onions, and your hot peppers, of course, and your vinegar. So those are the main things that you need to really get.
So we could get away with growing our own ingredients for this, as most people could.
Pretty much. You know, we've started growing our own horseradish, but it takes a few years to really get a good root system to harvest. So we're working on that. But this is what we've got so far.
Cool.
And hopefully this will get us through the cold and flu season this winter.
Fire cider.
Fire cider.
Oh yeah.
Getting everything done that needs to be done around here requires everyone pitching in. We all have roles, things we are good at, and those roles tend to overlap. I mean, building a new way of life here, building, growing, and maintaining a homestead comes with obligations, entanglements, headaches, and quarrels. But at the end of the day, the rewards certainly are worth the cost.
Look at that. They're just taunting me walking down our road. Come on, you guys, get a little fatter, a little bigger. There's that big one right there. That's Mama or Dada right there. Mama, your dad, and all the little poults are headed down. Where are they going? Go get fat. Where are you going? You gonna go up to his house?